Hey, what is going on, everyone? Well, I'm so glad you have took your time to spend with me right here today. I am your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson, and last night was NXT from the Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. The show kicked off last night with a backstage interview, and I'm a little surprised that even a WWE program would start off as a backstage interview, because Raw and SmackDown normally don't even start that way, as well as NXT. So I'm, a little surprised with that little switch up. But the cool thing that came out of it was that that it was an interview with Bo Dallas, and stating that his what happened last week with the confrontation with Leo Kruger, and he's starting to get a little bit of a cocky side, even though that was already there. And it's now coming out even more when he was talking about his debut at WrestleMania and his match on Raw with Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship. Not for the Intercontinental Championship, non-title match, and got to victory. And he's talking about that more and more, and he's starting to brag a bit. So I'm interested to see where his character is going to go. Hopefully it's a heel turn. And Dusty, you really should hear your NXT audience, because they were booing this guy again last night. And so something's got to give. Again, he's the NXT champ, and the little things, when he wins a match, especially last night when he won his match against Antonio Cesaro last night, him holding up the championship with the mist coming down, it's something that a heel would do. So please, someone higher up, make Bo Dallas a heel. So with that said, in his NXT Championship match, Bo Dallas winning over Cesaro, and I like the little things that were going on, like the "We the People" chants from the audience, because they're booing Bo Dallas, so they kind of got on the side of Antonio Cesaro for a while, and the little things as well, Antonio Cesaro playing with the audience. Thought he was going to go for the kick. The audience playing on kick on the back. Instead, he goes for the headlock. So he really played the audience well on NXT last night. And even though it was like awkward booking, because Antonio Cesaro is already an established heel, Bo Dallas is getting the boos and Cesaro is getting the cheers, so that was a little weird, wasn't it? But you know what? I like weird. I like how the audience reacts to the superstars and what's happening inside the ring, so that's interesting to say the least, isn't it? And after Bo Dallas won the match, Leo Kruger was around ringside, and then he attacked Bo Dallas, costing Cesaro. Cesaro kind of got the better of Leo Kruger for a bit, but then the double team happened. Kruger and Cesaro attacking Bo Dallas to champ, and out comes Sami Zayn to save the day. And the little things. I like that after Sami Zayn and Bo Dallas cleared the ring, that Sami Zayn kind of glanced at the NXT Championship. Sorry for that siren. Oh man, that's loud. When Sami Zayn, kind of glanced at the NXT Championship, it was kind of foreshadowing, okay, is this going to be a one-on-one match, or is there going to be a fatal four-way match with all four of these guys in one match? Or is this just going to be a tag team match for a build-up, a slow build for Sami Zayn for an NXT Championship match, even though they're going to focus on this Leo Kruger and Bo Dallas one-on-one confrontation. So there's going to be some sort of interesting dynamic with the four of these guys. So that I'm really looking forward to on NXT. Also on NXT, a semi-final match for the first time ever NXT Women's Championship was on last night when Paige defeated Alicia Fox last night. And what I was really most impressed with was Alicia Fox, because on NXT she's a much better performer than she is on Raw SmackDown, because the pressure is not there. So, you know, and there's something really needs to be happening with the Divas division on Raw and SmackDown, because it's just gotten out of control. AJ is holding the fort right now. Perfect Divas champ. And I don't know. There's something that has to be done with the Divas division on Raw and SmackDown, because I think they feel too much pressure. So they're really nervous and they don't know what to do half the time. But on NXT, Alicia Fox last night, excellent throughout that match. Paige getting the win. Excellent booking last night. And she has a great finisher for a women's wrestler. You know, the Paige Turner that she uses. Excellent. Goes for the cover. And I like the little things she kind of, you know, slowly goes for the cover after her finishing maneuver. So the little things like that, you know, she's not rushing to go for the cover because she knows she has the match won with her Paige Turner finishing maneuver. Also last night, Andy Baker versus Conor O'Brien with Rick Victor. Conor O'Brien getting the win. Andy Baker in his debut match, not a good match to have a debut facing Conor O'Brien, because he just got annihilated last night. And with that said, yeah, not a good debut for a superstar, but I can understand, you know, it was a jobber, and Conor O'Brien getting the win. And the only thing I really don't like about this now is that Conor O'Brien's got this tag team partner with Rick Victor. I would rather see Conor O'Brien going off as a singles competitor like he was about a month ago, and it's just not doing anything for me right now, because Conor O'Brien needs to branch off on his own as a singles competitor. That's all. Also last night, Scott Dawson went one-on-one with Scott Dawson with his manager Sylvester Lefort went one-on-one with Xavier Woods. There was something missing on Scott Dawson. What was it? Oh yeah, his tag team partner. Something missing was Scott Dawson. Surprising win for Xavier Woods though, because I thought this would be a kind of a reboot for Scott Dawson. You know, this redneck and this weird combination with him and Sylvester Lefort. But I was surprised to see that he came out alone with Sylvester, because I can understand, you know, the tag team has less momentum, you know, the two guys, the two rednecks, and so I can understand this reboot of this singles competitor. The only thing that really didn't come out of come out of it was that Scott Dawson lost, and I thought this would be a reboot for this character, because it felt like a reboot. So that's the only not good thing that came out of it. Xavier Woods, I don't know how far this character can go with him. I can see him winning matches, but I don't know if I can see him win the NXT Championship. There's just something off there. But I really do enjoy the Xavier Woods character. So, with that said, Mason Ryan last night went one-on-one with Enzo Amore. That match was over before it started. One punch, 1, 2, 3. Enzo last night, really awkward. Don't ever give him the microphone ever again. That was just completely awkward, completely unnecessary. I don't know. There's just something off about, you know, some of these characters on NXT, such as Enzo Amore and his bodyguard Carla Cassidy. You know, this 7-foot tall guy. He too went one-on-one with Mason Ryan, and again, it was just one of those situations where they could have built this rivalry with the 7-foot tall giant Carla Cassidy and Mason Ryan. There could have been something there, if it weren't for this one-sided aspect to this match. Oh well. But Mason Ryan again got the win. I don't know, NXT. NXT last night was an alright show. It was weird booking. The only thing that good came out of that was that semi-final Divas match. But that was all. And that was my review for NXT. I'm your co-host for the MRB Wrestling Review Show, Mike McRock Wilson. Get plenty of rest, and always do your best.